So I've made it back to one of my favorite spots to fish on the Merrimack River. This spot in particular has a ton of rocks, so I know there's gonna be a decent amount of smallmouth here, and that's exactly what I'm gonna be targeting this evening. Now it's already about 5:45, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, so I only have a couple hours to fish this evening, but I don't think that's gonna stop me from hooking into a few fish. I'm gonna be using a lure I've never used today, and a lure that works very well for smallmouth. Now the lure I've never used before is this MEGABASS Dark Sleeper, and I think this thing looks sweet. This is in 1/2 ounce size. And then the other bait I brought is just a topwater walking bait. Alright, I'm gonna be starting off this evening with the MEGABASS Dark Sleeper. Now I've never used this lure before. I've actually never even seen anyone catch a fish on this lure before, but I'm using it on 14-pound mainline to 14-pound leader, fluorocarbon leader. Got one. Yes! Already. I think that took 5 minutes. Look at that MEGABASS Dark Sleeper in this bass's gullet. Would have been smart of me to bring some pliers, but alright, first smallmouth today too, and it's not a bad one. Probably 3/4 of a pound. One thing I love about this combo, the St. Croix Premier and the Shimano Stratic, is it is just such a light combo. That was one of the lightest bites ever. There's one. Oh my God, what is this? It's giant, whatever it is. I can't tell if it's a largemouth, smallmouth. My heart is thumping right now, guys. Thing is huge, and it's a smallmouth. And by smallmouth I mean big largemouth on the MEGABASS Dark Sleeper, baby. Wow, what adrenaline rush. Are you kidding me? Wow. Look at that MEGABASS Dark Sleeper. This largemouth has such a small mouth. Such a small mouth for a largemouth, and he's so dark too. Alright, there we go. On the MEGABASS Dark Sleeper. Look at it hanging out of its mouth. What a nice bass. This thing is gonna go probably 2 3/4, just under 3. Not gonna get out the scale. I would have if this was a smallmouth, but just a big old Larry who fought so hard. That's so sweet. I already love this bait. I know I only caught 2 fish and I've only been fishing for 15 minutes. Came off of that log right in front of me here. I'm fishing about 6-7 feet of water, and that log kind of goes down at an angle, so I cast it about 10 feet in front of it because that's probably where the base of the log was, and Sure enough, that largemouth was there. And he took this thing and he ran right towards the boat. At first, because it was so dark, I was like, oh man, this is a nice smallmouth. It might be my PB. But, nah. One thing I do like about this bait is you can skip it super easy. I'm not even like a good skipper, and I can skip this bait with ease. Alright, last cast in this area with the dark sleeper, but only in this area, only because, as you guys can tell, I mean, I think you guys can tell, but there's a bunch of algae down there. So the dark sleeper is really picking that up. As you guys can tell right here. So, I'm gonna put that away for now. Gonna break out the Sammy bait. Alright, I think we got away from the algae a little bit, so I'm going to put the Sammy bait back. Pick up the dark sleeper again. So I've been targeting slightly off of the bank so far this evening, and that's worked out pretty well so far. I got 4 bites and 2 fish, but I haven't gotten a fish in a while now, about 45 minutes an hour. So there's a bunch of rocks in front of me on the shoreline, so what I think I'm going to kind of do is switch up tactics and switch from the Sammy bait back to the dark sleeper. And I think I'm gonna cast more towards shore a little bit. Now, I don't know if it's the same for rivers, but this river is up about 1.5 feet. And then this portion of the Merrimack, the river is really slow moving, so I don't know if that's gonna push the fish shallow like it would maybe in a lake or pond. I don't know if the river's the same kind of concept or not, but we're about to find out. Now, it is decently deep right off this rock ledge here. Seems to be about like 8 to 10 feet. There's one. He's swimming at me.
Is he tiny? I couldn't tell how big he was. He was swimming literally right at me. But I think it's tiny. Yeah, it's not very big. Nice. Smallmouth though. Give me that back. Alright, not a bad smallie. Really cool markings on it. Definitely bigger than the first smallie I caught. This one is probably about a pound. Ah, my dark sleeper is missing an eye now. But I'll take that. I originally wasn't really going to fish this bank because I wasn't getting bites, but if I keep getting bites, then I think I might stay here. The shoreline does look pretty good, and I've never actually gone all the way down to the dam downriver here, so I might do that if I keep catching fish. There's one. Oh, come on. That was a nice smallmouth. Man, I want to tighten my drag, but at the same time, I've only ever tied a couple uni knots, so I don't really trust my uni knot, but so I've never actually been this far down on the Merrimack River before. The dam is actually about a quarter of a mile right there down the river. And it looks actually really nice down here. Lots of rocks. There's one. What? I hope I just didn't lose my dark sleeper. It is really deep right here. Alright. Must not lose my dark sleeper. Yes! Huh. I was taking a sip. Ouch. On my bang. And that's when the smallmouth decided to hit. Dude. Hey, get out of here. Another fish today on the dark sleeper. I hope staying downriver pays off this evening. Because I easily could have just gone back up. There we go. That was cool. He came and hit this at the top of the surface. It's a nice smallmouth. Nice smallmouth. Come on, dude. That's the second nice smallmouth I've dumped.
So far pretty good this evening. I do only have maybe about 45 minutes left of daylight this evening to fish, and I did take a gamble by staying downriver. I easily could have turned around about half an hour, 45 minutes ago, and went back upriver, and I know some good spots up there, but out here looks really good still down the river. So I'm just gonna be sticking, I think, to the down portion of this river for the rest of the night. And unfortunately, I have missed the better fish today. Those two smallmouth that I had on that dark sleeper, I freaking dumped both of them. Can't believe that. But anyway, let's just keep fishing. Like I said, I don't have a lot of time left, so enough chit-chatting.
There's one. Man, he really wanted what was over there. I heard him splashing, I cast it over there. Jeez, my drag isn't even set loose. My drag isn't even set loose and he's pulling drag. He's not even a big fish, but these river fish fight so hard. But maybe it was just multiple smallmouth, so let's just get back out there. And of course I don't have my mic in. Why would I have my mic in? That doesn't make any sense. There we go, another one. There was another one in there. Even bigger than the last one. He is pulling the boat. Ooh, a largie. Oh my goodness, look at that dark sleeper down his gullet. Yes. Yes. Got it out. Ooh, look at that tail. I like catching bass with unique marks like that, but let's get that thing right back in the water. There it goes, swam right off. Alright, first fish today on top water, on this little Sammy. Honestly, I thought I was gonna catch a little bit more fish than just one tonight, but as you guys can tell, it's getting pretty dark out, so I'm only gonna stay out here for maybe 10 or 15